everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Flux podcast. If, or Gaiden, I don't know.
What?
Okay, so here's the deal, people. Guy is probably stuck in traffic or something because time zones. America has done daylight savings, Britain hasn't. Kenshi got told today that he has to take a random drug test for work at now. And Zero's a dickhole.
Yeah, have we gotten word from him at all? He's been
Not
pretty
at all.
silent for like a week now.
Not a thing. Last week he was studying for midterms, so maybe he's doing midterms. In which case, maybe he should have told us that he was doing midterms and wouldn't be here.
Something like that would have been helpful.
It would have been nice. Uh, but despite his connection being shitty, Slicer is here because Slicer is a cool guy.
I had considered going back to bed, I'm not gonna lie.
But you didn't, and that's what matters and makes you better than Zero. Hmm. So, I basically started this without telling Slicer, and we have no topics or anything prepared at all whatsoever because we started this 50 minutes later than we should have. So, yeah, that's because I was waiting for Zero to show up. Again, little, warning might have been nice. Anyway, we'll move past. Let's move past it, shall we? So, as usual, we'll start with what we've been doing. So we'll start with
Quite a roster you have to choose
I know,
from.
right? Yeah. Slicey, you go first. You've been playing the shit out of Stardew Valley since the last episode you're on, so
I have, yes. I've been mostly focusing on just crops as opposed to fishing or, well, okay, crops and fighting. I've gotten long-term crops and then just spent most of my time in the mines.
hmm.
So it's actually been really profitable for the second half of every month. For the first half, I'm just like broke. So it's just like real
Yeah.
farming.
Mm. Yeah, but that's when you supplement with like fishing and shit. So
Yeah.
you still get income.
I don't sell the things that I mine though, usually. I just save up the minerals and then make sprinklers with the ore.
Well, I don't think any of the minerals are particularly useful, are they?
I have
Like
no
beyond
idea.
donating them. I haven't seen any crafting recipes that call for them except for like earth crystals and quartz, I guess. But even then, you'd want refined quartz, which you can get from fishing. So,
Wait, you can?
yeah, you fish, and when you catch trash like broken glasses and CDs, you can put it in this recycler that you get at level 4 fishing, I think. And for glasses and CDs, it will come out with a bar of refined quartz.
Wow. Okay, I've just been smelting my quartz into refined quartz. So, huh.
That probably gets you more, but it's a nice supplementary source of that.
That's fair. It also takes like 12 straight hours to smelt one of those things, so then
Does it?
again, I've got a line of like 8 furnaces, so
That's probably a good call. But yeah, it takes like an hour to get um, a bar of quartz, I think, something like that. Hour, maybe two.
no idea. It takes a while. I didn't know the recycling center was that useful though. I'll have to make one of those at some point.
Yeah, you can get that. It'll give you. I think you can get cloth from newspapers. I think.
Huh.
Driftwood turns into like uh, what is I think I think I got something cool from it once, but most of the time it just turns into wood.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
trash bags you get torches more often than not,
Hmm.
which also isn't that bad because they require coal, and coal is rather valuable.
It is, yeah. Even fighting in the mines all the time, I'm still running short on it. But then again, I'm also, finding ore, so I'm using that coal. I should have probably saved all my trash. I've actually just been throwing it in the box, thinking maybe it'll give me some fishing XP. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it also gives you no money, so I was essentially just throwing away potential items I could have used. That's
Yeah, a
great.
little bit.
Awesome. All right.
Don't worry, you'll still catch a bunch of it when you're doing higher level fishing anyway, so it makes no difference.
Yeah, probably. Oh well. Aside from that, I got a few new games. I forget what they are off the top of my head because they're on the laptop here. Let's see. Hotline Miami 2, Dungeon Souls, and Disgaea PC, which is a PC port of the first game, which is actually really good. The only problem
Oh,
being I still can't fucking skip cutscenes. Like, what? Why? 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 Ugh.
but it's important to hear what the printers are saying, dude.
Yeah, okay. It's not important when I have to go through it every time I beat the game, which is a lot. Also, I screwed up and I got a cheat editor to get my characters to like level 100 because that first level 100 takes like a long time and it's just really boring. I forgot to set the cap for it, so my characters jump to like level 4,000 when I beat an enemy because I turned on like quick level up or
Hmm.
something like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'll have to I'll probably be running a team of creative characters instead, just to keep the game interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know much about this guy, so.
Oh, well, you can get your characters to level 9,999, and it
Hmm.
takes an hellish amount of time to get there. I mean, like when I used to play the game on my PS3, or PS2 or whatever I had it on, I got to level 2,700 or something like that, and it took me about 3 months.
Jesus. So it is basically grinding the game,
Yes,
kind
all
of.
Disgaea games are really heavy in grinding. I mean, the achievements are outright called Grindmaster or something like that for,
Hmm.
yeah. Of which I got a lot of those achievements like right away because I turned on the cheat editor, I turned on quick level, and then I just jumped into the first level and killed a bunch of level 1 characters with my level 12 guy, and yeah, I instantly got 4 achievements that were like, "Hey, you reached level 1,000" before I'd seen what character level I was. Yeah, that was a little
Mm-hmm.
surprising. Oh
Oops.
well. Aside from that, I got promoted at work. I talked to you about this before, but I actually miscalculated. I only get 50 more cents an hour, so I get $9.05 an hour, and I have to be manager on duty to deal with customers, and I have to do all the paperwork. Yeah.
Hmm.
My coworker
Oh.
was actually demoted because she didn't know how to deal with customers, basically. Instead of, they would scream at her and she'd just smile and nod, basically. Which I think is how you're supposed to handle customers. I don't know. I was told to throw them out, so I guess we're taking a little more heavy-handed approach.
Smiling and nodding, yes, until they start getting aggressive,
Ah, okay.
which is when they start shouting and screaming in your face. At which point you ask them politely to leave, and if they don't, then well, I'm not entirely sure what your policy would be. I'm pretty sure ours would be threaten to call the police.
Yeah, probably call the police, do that, and if they still won't leave, then I don't know, defend yourself, I guess, if needed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. That's about it, honestly. I mean, I've been trying to watch South Park, but it's on Hulu only, and so I've been forced to torrent it, and it's taking a while to download since I just started it like an hour ago.
Mm. South Park's only on Hulu?
Yeah, I went to
That's
South
weird.
Park's site or their section of Comedy Central's site, and it says this episode is not available here, and it's only on Hulu. So yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it's not on Netflix. I thought I'd check that since, uh, our libraries for that kind of thing are different licensing
Hmm.
bullshit. Mm. But yeah, it's not on there. I don't even know whether we actually get Hulu yet.
I
I know that was a
huh,
US only thing for a long time.
I actually didn't know that. Was it?
Yeah, for ages there'd be like uh, Hulu advertisements on YouTube and things like that, like clips from shows and things like that, and they would just be like, "Oh, you can only watch this in the United States. This
Wow.
is a US only video." Because it's advertising a service that isn't in the UK, so there's not much point of us being able to see it. Oh yeah, you can get it now. Oh no, wait. Uh, I'm not entirely sure. It came up with like a warning saying, "Sorry, our library is only available in the United States" for like a second, and then went straight through to the main page. So I don't know at
What?
all.
That's okay. Uh, do you guys at least get Netflix?
Yeah, we get Netflix, but like I say, all the libraries are different. So uh, because Netflix didn't really come into this country until the licensing wars started, where you have Amazon and Hulu naturally, and whatever other companies exist, trying to snatch up all the licenses for online video. Um, that was already happening by the time Netflix was in this country, so everything is a lot more spread out than it is in yours.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
That's actually the reason I just bum Netflix off a friend of my brother's because I don't want to pay for a billion services for just the shows I want to watch.
Yeah, it's kind of really shitty. So I just stick with Netflix because it has the shows that I most want to watch and find alternative means, whatever those may be, for any other shows that aren't on Netflix. Because, I pay for a service. Fuck you for trying to cheat me out of, my money.
Don't you also have to pay for TV even if you don't use it? I
The way it works in this country, I had to check like all of the legalities of this thing. There's a thing called a TV license in this country. It's like £140 a year, and you are required to have one by law if you watch television on live broadcast or live streaming on you know television sites like BBC iPlayer, uh, Four on Demand, ITV, that kind of thing. If you watch those live streamed, like at the same time they're on TV, then you still have to pay for a TV license. But if you don't do that and you watch like catch up services and things like that, you don't need a TV license.
okay, that's a weird gray area.
Well, no one knows how the fuck to deal with online streaming, so this was their stopgap measure.
Yeah, you guys' system of the I don't know whatever it's called, that TV service where everyone pays for it basically does not mesh well with online streaming.
Not so much, no. I mean, obviously I don't watch live TV. I don't have anything connected up to a TV, and just have online streaming, if that. And oftentimes it's catch up services if I watch it at all. So I don't pay for a TV license, and I had to register as someone that doesn't need a TV license. Because if you don't do that, you get people hired by BBC and things like that that will come around to your house and ask you why you don't have a TV license, and will do basically whatever they can to get in your house to see whether you have a TV. Because if you do, you are liable to pay a fine of up to £1,000, something like that.
Wow. Huh. Can they actually get into your house? I mean, is it like a warrant kind of thing or what?
You read horror stories sometimes of like, oh, they left the window open, so these guys managed to climb in through your window and see whether you got. I don't think that actually happens. I think that's kind of bullshit. But yeah, if you stand to the side with the door open, they will just push past you and come into your house.
Huh.
That is the thing they will do. It's rude and borderline trespassing, but you open the door so they can come in.
Okay. That sounds really sketchy.
Yeah, it is very sketchy. So yeah, they will then once they're inside, they'll either uh, demand you pay the license fee on the spot, and if you say no, then they will talk about fines for
Hmm.
not doing it and threaten to take you to court over it. Yeah, it's really fucking shady, but whatever. Like I say, I don't have anything that would require one, so I'm not concerned about that. And I tend to not let people. I don't answer the door more often than not, so
That's
fuck
fair.
people. Yeah. What were we talking about?
Our week
TV
and
services,
TV
and
services,
then
basically.
yeah, and you were still doing your week. So anything else? You were watching South Park. That's where we were, and that's how we got on that. Yeah. So anything else aside from trying to watch South Park?
I actually managed to get a few free episodes. I guess you can watch like two and a half free before Hulu's like, haha, no, pay for it, fucker.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so it took me, let's see, 2.5 hours to watch 18 minutes and 16 seconds of an episode because my internet is so bad. I could watch
Oh,
15
shit.
seconds every 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, that's where streaming services kind of fall down in your country. You do not have widespread, incredible internet. It's not a thing.
Yeah, no, it's
Mm.
it's really bad. But oh well, I'm just
Mm.
downloading it now, and it's on my laptop, so the second I go anywhere with decent internet, it'll just quick download it right away.
Yeah, it's great how some places you can buy DVD and download the episodes directly to your computer.
Yeah,
It's a nice
that's
service that is
yep,
offered sometimes. Yep,
just that on-demand DVD service. Yep.
yep, sounds legit. Okay, what else have you been doing this past 2 weeks?
Oh man, that school, like a lot of school and a lot of working.
Hmm.
Oh, right. The LARPing started up again. So we had our season opener and I did pretty
Oh
well.
right, it's like the warm season again. So yeah, I guess you would be starting that up.
Warm-ish. It was actually snowing. It was like it was about warm-ish, like room temperature kind of weather, but then it started
Hmm.
snowing. And the temperature didn't change. So it was like warm and snowing at the same time and it was really fucked up.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes. I think that happened a few weeks ago here. So yeah.
I was actually really surprised my skills haven't degraded too far. Also, I didn't bash most people in the face by mistake. I feel
Yeah.
really bad though because the one person that I kept hitting in the head was a 17-year-old girl.
Oh.
Yeah. So obviously,
Uh,
sorry isn't enough for just like a dozen blows to the head, and especially like the ear area where she has new earrings and she cannot take them out. I I don't know why. I don't know
hmm.
why she couldn't take them out for just like a few hours, but whatever. I don't know piercings. So I got her like a $25 Amazon gift card or something like that. I
Yeah.
think it's
It it's
25.
it. I think for piercings, it's like a risk of infection type of thing. If you take the piercings out, then there is a good chance that they will get dirty, and then you put them back in the ear that is still like a semi-open wound.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. So they don't. They really don't want you to take them out in the first like few weeks that you have them.
Hmm. All right. Yeah. I hope the gift goes over well. Otherwise, hey, I did what I could. I kept trying to not do that. She's shorter than everyone else. So the muscle
Yeah.
memory that I was building up was not working well against her.
Well, it was, but in like the worst way given the
Yeah.
circumstances. Like
Yeah.
if it was like a real thing, yeah, you just hit someone in the face, good job. But no, you just hit a 17-year-old girl in the face.
It's not though. You
Sometimes.
can't hit people in the face. That's like if you do that, you're actually supposed to take a death because it's not legal. But yeah. Otherwise, it went really well. I got just as many kills as I did deaths. I defended our flag when we need to capture the flag and other objective games, stuff like that. So yeah, pretty fun day.
Hmm.
Although I'm sore as absolute fuck. I was like, I could barely move on the Sunday after, and I didn't get much better in the 2 days following. I'm better now, mostly, but still.
Mm.
And my forearms are still kind of achy, but eh.
Mm. It'll happen.
So yeah, that's it actually.
That's everything.
I believe. Have you seen London Has Fallen?
I've heard the name. I haven't actually seen anything about it at all.
Okay, you need to find a way to watch it because it is the most USA chanting patriotic slock I have ever seen, and it is the best thing ever.
So, what is it like? London? Oh wait, London's in Canada for your side of the pond. Shit. So is it not the British London?
It
What's the deal?
it
I
is
don't.
the British London. It's all the world leaders get together because the British Prime Minister is assassinated. Although you don't actually find that out till later, but it's pretty obvious he was assassinated. And so they have all these important people together, and then a terrorist attack happens. And like half of them are wiped out, but the only ones they care about are the American ones. Even the British government, who just had their queen killed, is just like, oh no, the president's in danger. We have to do everything to save him.
Hmm.
It's oh man, it's hilarious.
Okay. I. Yeah, that doesn't seem too far fetched for the British government, to be honest with you.
Seriously?
Like not even the, you know, we have to save the fucking American president. The Americans are so fucking important. Well, they kind of are important to us. Like, you know, economically and governmentally speaking, they're pretty fucking important, and we don't really give that much of a shit about the Queen.
Oh, well, that's
No one has actually cared about the Queen since. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
oh, okay then.
I think she might have been important in like World War II, maybe I don't know, but not at all since then. No one actually cares. She's a tourist attraction at this point.
Oh, so not too far off from reality then, I guess.
Not too far, no. I mean, logically, we are basically the bridge between the US and the EU because we share a language with the US and we are in the EU for the moment. So we would be kind of up shit creek without a paddle if we were to lose that kind of middleman position. Like if America has a lot of problems, then they will not give a shit about dealing with us and with Europe. So we will be left by the wayside, which loses our bargaining position with the EU, which means we lose a lot of the privilege that we tend to get in that governmental body. Like we still use our own currency while everyone else is using the euro.
Huh.
So yeah.
That's huh. I had no idea.
Hmm. Politics. Yay. Um,
So that makes that aspect of that movie slightly more realistic, but
a little bit, but
little bit.
let's not go over.
Anyway, it still gets an absolute recommendation from me. Just watch it. Just turn your brain off and watch it. It is the most action mindless patriotic stuff ever. It's great.
Fair play.
I had a plan that I was going to start seeing like a movie after work every Sunday. Only the problem is that after 2 weeks, I've exhausted the pool of movies that are in the local theater that I actually want to see, and there won't
Oh.
be another one that I want to see until like April. So,
What about Batman? I mean,
no, I'm good.
Superman. I mean, Batman. I mean, no one cares, but you know, it's a film.
No, no, I'm good forever.
Mm,
I suppose maybe the
yeah,
Brothers Grimsby. Just gonna maybe check that one out, but I don't know.
that looked okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that is finally the extent of my 2 weeks. That's all I've done.
Okay. What have I done in the past week? What have I done in the past week? Oh, I started writing something. At one point, way back in the day, like when I was writing like Fate Butterfly or something, like fucking years ago, I no, it was the Pokemon one shot I did. That was also years ago. Um, I mentioned I was considering doing a Pokemon fic that was kind of pointless and a bit self-indulgent. Didn't really change all that much. I fucking started writing that because fuck it, I was bored. Uh, and didn't really feel like writing anything else at the time for whatever reason. So, yeah, my new record for how many words it took to like make a story depressing is my new record is now 1,200 words. Yay!
Is that the
Beat
length
up
of the
my old
chapter
record.
or the length of time it takes you to get to the depressing
Length
part?
of time it takes to get to the depressing part.
Okay.
Yeah, so 1,200 words is how long it took me. Beating out the One Piece fic by 20 words. Hmm. Yeah. Sizer and I have discussed my problem with making every story depressing. Like,
It's not even really so much depressing,
stupidly
it's
quickly.
just real. You just like explore the things the show glosses over. Movie or whatever.
A bit, but, you know, think I could wait a couple chapters maybe.
For that one, I don't think so. I mean, that kind of had to be done right away. It was situational.
The One Piece one?
No, I mean the
Or,
Pokemon one you were describing.
yeah, I
I mean,
guess. I
it's
mean,
kind of something Ash had to realize right away.
what, that he kind of sucked and didn't have a clue how to do anything?
Yes. If you want to make the most impact, it has to happen like before he even sets out.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, he kind of realized that in the show as well, like pretty much immediately, but they glossed over it and had people hold his hand the whole time, and that's not going to happen so much this time. So,
That didn't really happen until he met Brock, right? And they started traveling together. Then he's like, "Oh shit, I don't know how to cook or read a map or do any of this, but now I do because
Misty,
I have a companion."
Misty,
Okay, it wasn't okay.
yeah, he met Misty first, stole a bike. Yeah, I watched the first episode by the way to remind myself how all the characters actually talk. I Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about the opening theme, and that was just a gut punch of nostalgia right there. Jesus
I have
Christ.
no idea how that happened. Like you,
I I just thought I'll watch the first episode so I can get Ash's mum right, and I want to be the very best. And it's just it's just like right there. Oh, I missed this show and I want to watch it again. Well, if I did watch it again, I'd watch like 10 episodes and then say, "Oh God, I don't want to watch any more of this."
yeah, pretty much. I mean, you're better off just watching like one or two and then just maintain
Yeah,
that level of happiness and then don't do more.
that first episode is pretty fucking good. Okay, that opening episode is pretty spot on.
It is, yeah. That one ends with him
I
like dragging Pikachu off, right?
That one ends with uh the fucking Spearow attack and Pikachu fights it off and they're all sort of bros, but Pikachu's really fucked up, and then Ash is running to Viridian City.
Oh, okay. So it goes a little farther than I thought. So yeah, that sounds like a pretty perfect episode.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Unfortunately, that's kind of where it drops off immediately. But you know, I fucking love Tubby piece of shit Pikachu. He's fucking awesome.
He's pretty great. I mean, I kind of wish he stayed an asshole a little bit longer, or like showed
Yeah,
sides of that more often.
that's kind of my plan is to have him just kind of still be an asshole because there's not going to be some magic. Oh, we're all super friends now because you saved my life and such things, and stood in front of a flock of angry Spearow and such things. There's going to be none of that, so Pikachu's still going to be kind of an asshole, but you know, kind of a vitriolic best buds kind of thing going on
I like that
instead.
kind of relationship. Only the problem with that is it usually has to be like Harry and Draco kind of thing. Like they used to be actual enemies and now they're friends, and that doesn't always work very well.
Hmm.
You can't always get that scenario to happen, basically.
Hmm. Yeah, I really like the moment where Ash is trying to get Pikachu to return, and he just throws the Pokeball at him, and Pikachu slaps it back with his tail
Yeah,
over here. It's like Pikachu, just back and forth. It's great.
there's just There's so many just gifs of that section, and it just repeats
Yeah.
forever, and it's great.
I love Fat Pikachu. He was awesome.
He was great.
Yeah, also, I'm probably going to break the cardinal sin of Pokemon and have Pikachu evolve at some point.
Probably. There's no reason he
It's gonna.
doesn't. I mean, the show explains it away as like he wants to keep his speed, but I'm pretty sure he's good enough by now that he can make up for it. Also,
Yeah,
just
that's.
train. I mean, really.
Well, the show doesn't really explain it that way. It's more that he didn't evolve Pikachu. Well, it's explanation in hindsight, but still, he beat Surge because Raichu was evolved too early and didn't get the speed type moves like agility and such things, which is fair. If you evolve a Raichu too early, it doesn't get any of the good moves because Raichu doesn't learn any moves at all.
Huh.
You teach it like things like Body Slam by TM. That's how you get those. So that kind of makes sense. Surge was just kind of a moron and evolved his Raichu way too early. But once Pikachu learns those moves, he can still do those moves as a Raichu. So yeah, there's no fucking reason once he knows those moves not to. It's just kind of stupid. He'll still be fast. He'll just be bigger and heavier
Which makes him
and
even
can
more
body slam.
effective.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna. I have plans. I have some plans. I don't know. I don't have a clue what to do with Gary.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, you kind of already have the asshole quota covered by Pikachu. I mean,
Yeah.
does Ash
I mean,
care about Gary? Like at all? He's kind of doing his own thing.
well,
After a while, you'd like forget about your childhood rival.
apparently, well, at least according to the first episode, Ash didn't even know Gary until they met outside of Oak's lab. That was literally the first time they met.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they introduce each other and themselves,
Huh.
or rather, Gary introduces himself
Well, yeah,
or something
as
like that.
is Gary do.
Hmm.
But yeah, I thought they
Yeah.
were like childhood rivals or something. I guess I've been reading too much fan fiction.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should watch the episode again. But that's the impression that I got. Yeah, they didn't know each other until then. Gary was a dickhole, thought Ash was a scrub, and was right, but still.
More like new Ash was a scrub. It's not hard to see. He was in like
Yeah,
pajamas
he
when they
he was
first
he
met.
he was in his PJs. Yes, he was. Yeah. Well, yeah. Basically, the plan I have for the fic is Ash doesn't know how to do shit, so he spends a few years like as Professor Oak's assistant
Huh.
for a while. He takes care of the Pokemon and maybe does some field research near Pallet Town, that kind of thing. So he gets some experience in the wilderness rather than just being a dumbass.
Hmm.
It's basically the idea that I had.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, but problem is I don't know what to do with Gary. I mean, I could have Ash's mom talk to Professor Oak, and Professor Oak thinks, huh, keeping him back a while. Be a good idea. Maybe. And then Gary gets sucked into it as well, thus hating Ash immediately for a somewhat legitimate reason.
You could do that, but Gary seems fully prepared to set out on his journey. Even Oak wouldn't like hold him back like that intentionally.
Yeah, he kind of had a car for whatever reason, and a driver, a cheerleading squad. But, I mean, one could argue that it's like to curb his arrogance or something, but that, nah,
So,
it's not.
I don't know. I think making him start on his journey and then hoping he runs into something that just destroys him and then have him come, like crying back basically would be the best bet. But
I don't, that's fucking with canon in a big way because that didn't happen. But yeah.
then, well, okay, have Gary run through what Ash did basically. The Sparrow Storm. It wouldn't turn out as
Oh
well
yeah,
because
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
his start is like an Eevee or something, right? I think.
I don't know.
I think it was in the Pokemon Yellow. So I think that's canon that his starter is an Eevee.
Hmm. I mean, in canon, it would have to be one of the three. So I think it was a Bulbasaur.
Gary Oak's starter. No, he says he got a really good one because he's got a granddad in the business.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's probably an Eevee then.
Uh, Control F, starter. Uh, doesn't really say, but he definitely had an Eevee. And in Pokemon Yellow, his starter was an Eevee. So I'm going to say it was an Eevee.
So not equipped at all to handle a herd of or a
A
whatever.
flock of
Yeah,
Spearow,
flock.
not
That's
so
it.
much. Mm.
And Gary sure as hell isn't going to stand in front of him to take the hits.
Not so much, no.
That poor Eevee.
I could do. I definitely could do that. And the alternative is having him go out on his journey. It's still a weird way to call it, but whatever. Having him go out and do what he did. But if that's the case, then he'll go out, do what he did, realize he kind of sucks as a trainer, and then come home and be a research assistant and basically take Ash's place when he leaves.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you
Mm.
depends on how much you actually want him to be in the fic. You could just have him make that realization around the same time Ash leaves, so he's only really there for like a week.
That's actually, I could do some cool stuff with that. Like, I could kind of make Gary a sort of mission control kind of thing. Like, Professor Oak was cool as the bumbling professor, but I kind of like the idea of having someone at Oak's lab that will just give Ash shit every time he calls in.
Yes, that sounds perfect.
Yeah,
And constantly
that'd be
comparing
pretty.
Ash's progress to his own, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like you only have eight. Yeah, I could still do the 8 and 10 badges thing. I could still do
You
that.
could.
Uh, anyway, this basically became a brainstorming session by accident, but whatever.
Pretty much.
Um, yeah, so I started writing that. I got like 1,500 words in, got a bit stuck, but whatever. That's fine. I'll finish the chapter at least. Knowing me, that'll be the end of the story entirely, but
It's
whatever.
okay. We've gotten used
Um,
to it. I've gotten used to it for my
hmm,
own writing. I mean, yeah.
yeah, you feel like carrying on that Dark Souls fic anytime soon?
I have the notes. I'm looking at them right now. They're sitting on my dresser. It's just like, fuck. Time. I need more
You made
time.
actual handwritten
When
notes?
I played the game and I wrote down the things that happened in a very general sense. So then
Hmm.
I based the fic off that. So yes,
Right,
I do
okay.
have handwritten notes.
Fair play. Yeah, so I'll finish that chapter off. I've got some other stuff that's like half finished that I need to I still haven't finished that fucking second chapter of the One Piece fic. It's been half finished for a fucking year or something like that. Stupid.
You should
It's
probably buy
annoying.
a 4 case of Monster and just chug all of them. And then in the brief period
I
before you have a heart attack, right?
yeah, hmm. Yeah, Slicer and I have discussed how we're probably going to die by the age of 40 for our fucking writing habits, or rather, Slicer's basic dietary requirements for when he's working.
Yeah, I chug a 2 liter bottle of Mountain Dew as fast as humanly possible. It's not healthy.
Yeah, it's not. Also, you said when you were describing this to me, you said you shotgunned it, which is a very different thing from chugging it.
Well, what is shotgunning specifically?
Uh, I think it only actually works for cans, but it's like when you stab a hole in the bottom of the can, and then the pressure will make it just spray out in like really high volume really quickly,
Oh, so you just
and you
spray it
just
down your
have to
throat,
drink it
basically?
incredibly quick. Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Then no, I don't shotgun them. I just inhale them.
If you'd like to correct me, please do so in the comments. I'm probably wrong, but that's what I believe shotgunning is. I use it in the wrong sense every time I use the word, but yeah, I also use shotgunning for chugging at the same time. So, hmm. What else did I do? Did I fucking do anything else? I don't think I did anything else.
Maybe. How's your Stardew Valley account? We could talk about that more.
My Stardew Valley account, I am still in like autumn. I've been waiting for some good mods to come around. Surprisingly active modding community. Kind of a little bit arsehole-ish
Why?
in some respects. Uh, I looked on. Well, I looked up mods for them, and like I say, surprisingly active. But it's on like the Stardew Valley forums,
Hmm. Okay.
which you know that's fine. It's incredibly difficult for anyone to find your shit, dumbasses. But you know, but they're also really snobby about putting anything on the Nexus, or at least they were. That's clearly changed with the 165 files on the Nexus at the moment. But you know, like, oh, I don't want to be on the Nexus. It's a fucking cesspit. And it's an aggregator service. It's how you find everything. Jesus. But you know, some cool stuff on there. Some mod maker has a very bizarre fetish.
What?
I'm gonna link Slicer to something, and I'm gonna see if I can find it. Bear with me. I've got a fucking new recently. That's the one. Ah, damn it. Okay, next page. Really? Okay. Right. Well, basically, it's all of your barnyard animals are turned into men.
What?
Yeah. Naked men.
Like with like animal ears on or something, or just men?
Here we go. Found it. I'm gonna link you to the page. I don't know whether you're gonna be able to open it, but
Maybe.
it is called Hot Barn Livestock.
Okay.
A brown cow is turned into a black guy. A white cow is a white guy with a beard. A goat is well, yeah. A sheep is apparently just a really fucking hairy old dude.
Ugh. Ew. Ugh.
Yeah. No chickens yet though, but you know, well, I suppose they're not barn animals, but still.
That's something. And
Oh,
I don't raise animals in my playthrough. I'm trying to. It's a very slow process. Uh, but yeah, don't you get behind them and make like suspicious motions?
well, yeah, you have to milk them. I mean,
That took on a really
yeah,
lewd, kinky tone with this mod.
yeah. There's a companion mod for it where you can milk them for, quoting the name, hot products.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh,
Yeah,
it hasn't loaded, and I don't know if I want it to.
yeah. Well, it's still just like sprite pixel art, but still, it's a little creepy. But to each their own. There are already topless cleavage portraits of all of the um,
Marryable women?
marriageable women. Yeah,
I'm not even
yeah.
remotely surprised.
Neither am I. Yeah. So you know, it has an active community of very interesting people with interesting ideas. Yeah. So yeah, but I haven't played it much because I've been looking for some. I'm not going to say interesting because that's not what I was looking. Uh, some worthwhile mods to add to it. Plus, it's still constantly updating as a game, so adding new features and stuff. Added a zoom feature, which was really
Hmm.
nice. Yeah, so you can zoom out and see more of the area around you. Yeah, it's cool stuff. So I'm gonna have to go back to playing that game at some point. Also, been playing more of The Witcher 2. Got a little bit further, and got irked by my desire to do completionist perfected playthroughs because that's really hard to do in The Witcher.
Yeah, that sounds pretty terrible.
Mostly because there's no way to do like a perfected run because everything goes to shit eventually anyway. Like you can do the good thing or the other good thing or the bad thing, and all three of them will turn out shit for you. Whatever. I'll probably go back to playing it at some point.
Probably.
Hmm.
Like just like I'll go back to
Yeah.
playing the first one.
Yeah, you're not ever gonna do that.
Probably not. I mean, it's a fun game, and I was having a lot of fun with it, but it's the same problem I had with crap. What's that? Dragon's Dogma. In that I just have other games, and that has such a huge scope to it. It's like, yeah,
Hmm.
I could spend the next six
Same.
hours like farming for a weapon, or I could play something else and do something else.
I haven't played Dragon's Dogma in quite a while. My pawn is gonna have so many Rift Crystals waiting for me. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I have no idea what that is. I didn't really interact with the pawn system very much, aside from just.
It's the online
Oh,
currency.
okay. I just grabbed the first pawn that wandered up to me, and yeah, that was it. I mean, I tried to get like one of each class, but you know.
Yeah, it's the your one that you create. It when you rest the inn, it's saved to the server, and then anyone else can use it. And then when they use it, you get paid in Rift crystals for whatever they ended up doing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it's a pretty cool system. I like it.
I do like how they remember the quests that have been done with them, though. I like that
Yeah,
system. They had hints that you wouldn't otherwise normally have.
yeah, that was pretty cool. And the same for like creatures. Like it, if they fought saurians before, they'll tell you to cut off the tail first. Things like that. Hmm, it's pretty cool. It's pretty
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, when fighting those
Uh,
Saurian things, I didn't give a shit. I had a massive fuck off greatsword, so none of it really mattered. Like, take off the tail first? No, just hit it. Just hit it like twice.
yeah. It's like Dark Souls in that way. Strength weapons is like fuck you. It's like whatever.
Fuck strategy. I have a giant sword.
Yeah,
Of,
I still call that bitch
yeah,
mode by the way.
whatever. Things die when I hit them. That makes me happy.
Dex build for Dark Souls 3. By the way, we're probably going to be doing a Let's Play of Dark Souls 3. I think we mentioned that before, but
Probably. I don't know.
whatever.
I splurged and got the $85 version.
Which has
Like
what? Oh, that's
everything.
just the regular version with season pass
I
and
think
stuff.
so.
I don't know whether I have that. I probably do. Not gonna
Probably.
lie.
It's the deluxe edition or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but it won't come up as that on fucking games list. It'll just come up as Dark Souls
Oh,
3.
yeah, probably not. I think I get the soundtrack too. I don't know.
Dark Souls.
Bless you.
Thank you. Dark Souls. Dark. Where the fuck is Dark Souls 3? I know I have it. The
I
fuck?
suppose you could just search for it manually.
Oh yeah, it has a search bar. That's actually a really useful feature.
Yes, yes, it is.
I have a lot of games. Yes, I have the season pass.
Ah, okay. I wonder how long it's going to take for the DLC to come out. I hope it's not too long. I mean, the
Hmm.
problem I actually had with Dark Souls 2 was that I was mostly kind of tired of the game by the time that came out, the DLCs.
Yeah, that's because it wasn't a particularly good game.
It was a good game. It was just not a good
It was
Souls
a
game.
yeah, yeah. We said the same thing in the fucking Let's Play. 11th of April. That's 3 weeks from now.
Mm, that's going to be a while. It's just
It's getting released on a Monday. What the fuck?
wait, what?
It's getting released on a
God
Monday.
damn it. I have school and stuff on Mondays and work.
Yeah.
Then again, I have
Hmm.
Tuesdays off, so Then again, it's going to take me like 3 weeks to download it on this computer.
Yeah, I have Mondays off, so that's that. I don't know. Should I play it blind for the Let's Play, or should I, familiarize myself for a bit first?
Let's have a few episodes of blind, and then if you're having a lot of trouble, we'll pause for a bit so you can play another character, get more familiar, then come back to it.
Hmm, okay.
I like capturing the
Okay.
blind playthrough of stuff. I like it more.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, that means I've got to wait for the day then. I have to be stuck waiting just like you. This is your plan, isn't it?
What?
You don't want me to play it either, do you?
No.
Fuck you, Slicer.
We record LPs on
Oh,
Tuesdays anyway. It's gonna be one day. You have to wait one day.
but it's Monday's my day off.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can spend that entire day downloading the game.
Yeah. Well, it'll have a preload thing anyway,
You
but whatever.
you never know. They might Steam servers might be a little overloaded depending on how many people want to play it.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is kind of a big deal at this point. Um, all right, that's definitely all I had to talk about because I don't know. I think I was filling time for like half an hour of that.
Something like that. I don't know. I
So,
gotta go in like 3 minutes. So
all right. Well, we're at an hour, so yay us. Just the fucking two of us. We managed to fill an hour-long podcast.
woohoo!
Thanks, Zero.
And Guy, you're supposed to be here half an hour ago. Or did he say
Yeah,
an hour?
actually, he wouldn't have been here anyway. Like, if we had started at like regular time, it was like 6 hour time. That was an hour ago as well.
Oh. Hmm.
Asshole. Kenshi, I kind of get.
Well,
Depends.
yeah, he had to pee
Drug
in a
test.
cup. I mean, I get it.
Yeah. Do they do anything else for a drug test? Is it just peeing in a cup?
There might be more. They might take a blood test or a blood sample,
Oh.
but I don't know. The pee in the cup
Hmm.
is usually the standard one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess we're calling it a day then. So I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the Fandom Flux podcast. If or Guidance, whichever one we're gonna call this, or fuck it, we filled an hour. Okay. This is Fandom Flux podcast episode 125.
All right.
Shitlords. All right. Thank you for listening to Fandom Flux podcast episode 125. It is 125, right? Not
I
126.
don't
God.
know. Whatever it is.
125. God damn it. Yes. Okay. It's 125. I'm not even bothering with the link dump because I didn't even bother writing anything down. Uh, please, fuck, shit. If you'd like to get in contact with us, you can do so through the YouTube comments. Please donate on Patreon if you feel so inclined. Maybe we'll be able to get someone else on the podcast for once. If you fucking donate, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think it matters. They don't care. They don't care about the people.
They don't care about the music.
Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to Fan Fox Podcast episode 125. Bye
See
now.
you guys.
Fuck Zero.